So let's see. I hope some people have already arrived to the presentation. This will be around 10 minutes. I'm still waiting 1 or 2 minutes before I start. It will be a hands-on presentation showing some visualizations based on mainly satellite data. Soon I will start. Yes, I think now it's good time to start the presentation. So my name is Otso Valta and I'm chair of Avoin, a Finnish association of IT professionals founded in 2018. And we have this product called Avoin Map, and I'm gonna show you a couple examples how to visualize scientific data on a map platform. And the topic of this presentation is environmental Earth observations supporting sustainable decisions. So Avoin Association has Avoin Map product in this domain, map.avoin.org. We have been working on it a couple of years now, since 2018. And this product is a bit related to the topic of Hack the Arctic. So we have we collaborated for a while with Finnish Environment Institute, and they gave us idea to visualize snow cover extent over northern parts of the world. So there is a data set of that, and actually there is also new data sets. But back in that time, we were using this data set, which you can see here. This is based on Freeze-Thaw Earth System Data Record. And this is maintained by University of Montana. So basically in this visualization, you can go, you can see that it's the resolution is like several kilometers, but you can zoom into the area and see then there's data, yes, like how many days of snow in this area had in 1980s, from 1980s to 1990. And there was like 67 days of snow per year. And then when you compare how it was from 1996 to 2016, only 26. So, and there is quite a lot of this red area over the globe. So you can see that the snow cover has not been increasing almost anywhere. And basically it has been decreasing everywhere. And that is quite sad visualization, and it should be waking people that many places are completely losing snow, and probably after some decades, nobody even knew that there was snow in France in the history. And then it becomes a new normal that there is no snow. Yeah, this kind of visualization we made, that's quite a simple one, and this didn't take much. It was approximately one workday to put it together, just to visualize the data. Then I'm gonna show you another one, which is maybe, or that this one is more challenging or has taken more time from us. This is based on actually ground observations, but at the moment we are working on to make this same sort of mapping possible with satellite data, and I will explain how. But now we have this Finland as a case example, and in Finland we have a lot of high quality forest data. The government is arranging airplanes to fly over Finland and take LiDAR data, which is giving like a 3D model of our forests, and also they do like ground visits to different forests to validate this LiDAR data from the airplanes. And basically we have a total like 15 million hectares of forest made as a data. And now we can go in Finland, zooming this map, and here you can see like forest properties. We also know like who is the ownership. So there is like these border lines, and each is one property. And inside one property, you have these forest parcels, which are like different types of forest inside the property. So basically in our map, you can click on this kind of area, and then it tells about what is the average carbon balance. So it's increasing every year here, for example, in this forest. And it also tells economic value of this forest. And this is all based on data, which could be also potentially, or it can be provided by satellite data also. So this could be done globally. It will not be as detailed as in Finland, where we have a higher like quality data, but any case. And this is like advanced model because we have taken the data and put it in like scientific carbon model. And then this carbon model is telling us several things. It is estimating how this forest will be managed in the next 50 years. It tells what is the carbon stock at the moment in the soil and in the trees, because the Finnish data includes also soil data. So it is a like mix of like 20 different sources, but most important the LiDAR. And then it tells how this carbon stock is developing over the years, and how is the carbon balance. Carbon balance includes also the products that you get out of the forest, and only those products which are ending up like carbon sinks, like houses. So those like it's called saw log. So those are counted as carbon balance. But then there's pulp wood, which mainly goes to toilet paper and things like that. And that's not like, it's not the carbon sink for quite long, it's very short time. So that's not counted as a carbon sink product. And the beauty of this is that you can also change, like in Finland, we do clear fell forestry. That's the national baseline. But then you could also compare what if we would extend the rotation, which means that the forest could grow at least 10 centimeter more thick on the trees. They can be 10 centimeter wider. And what would be the impact? And then you can compare. So in this forest, if you would let the forest be a bit more old before it gets harvested, you can see that it will do good for the trees. The tree biomass will be better, and you will even get a bit more wood products. Eventually, you will lose a bit in the 50 years time frame, but you can see that you get the forest will have more trees, and it will be actually more valuable for the forest owner in the long run. So this kind of modeling we do, and we hope that eventually this will lead in a system where we have like a carbon credit. So a forest owner could actually make more informed decisions, and also the carbon will have a price in the future. That's quite like it will definitely have a price in the future, because if we want to save the planet, we cannot we have to do that. We have to protect the forests better and be more smart how we manage them, because the carbon has a value already. And I tell you a bit how the satellite data analysis would work in this case. So we will have a model. Actually, Finnish VTT Technical Research Institute is one of the organizations who has a model how to do this similar type of input data of like what type of tree species you have, what is the diameter of the trees based on satellite data. That's based on optical satellite data on the color of the green. It is not super accurate, but in any case, we will have some data. And then NASA, for example, and also European Space Agency, they have LiDAR data from satellite, or actually synthetic aperture radar data. So it will globally tell approximately like what kind of heights the trees have in different parts. So we can validate the model. If the model is telling that that somewhere, for example, Poland, you have a forest, and what height it is based on the model, and then we compare it to the data of NASA, then we can adjust the model and basically teach it. And there will be some machine learning to teach this model. So that's how you like work on the model. And then we are collaborating with FAO. So potentially we can, for example, through that collaboration, give our model to them, and they can comment on it based on some data that they have. It will improve also their models, but it will also give feedback to us if we have some problems with the model in some parts of the world. And then we put it again to the carbon model, and we will get better estimates of the carbon. And of course, if some forest owner wants to protect forest, he can provide even better data on the ground level. So the people can, of course, improve the model, and that will be important. And then there are certification bodies like Verra and Gold Standard who would be certifying and making sure that if somebody is actually saving forest, there will be a reward. And also if somebody is paying for a reward, that organization can trust that there has been positive change in an area. This is basically what Avoin is doing, and I hope that in this hackathon there has been groups of people who have found the scientific data exciting, and hopefully if you have the passion to work on it during years or sometimes even faster, you can create products with actual value. And please, if you like this presentation, for example, you can always contact Avoin. I think if you go to map.avoin.org, I guess you can leave us a message at for example, you can submit our email letter, or you can contact us through this email address, info@avoin.org. So hopefully you have a really enjoyable weekend, and I'm excited to see some of your results later on. So thank you. It was a pleasure to present.